Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Kay Murray, Ali Moreno, Frank Leboeuf and Stewart Robson. Far too classy a panel to start the way we did the other day when I was on Extra Time with you.
Well, I don't know how our conversation went from wishing you a happy birthday to then going in-depth information about Stephen Nichols' colonoscopy.
No.
It is a steep drop. You know what I mean? We started here and then we went bottom of the table real quick.
If there's anyone who's going to lower the level perfectly,
well,
it's our good friend Stevie Nichols.
Naturally.
All right. Hi and happy belated birthday, Kay.
Hey.
Do you guys think Shearer's record is already in trouble, as Haaland is beyond special and will score 30-plus Premier League goals every season he plays? Ali?
No, because it's a long way until we get into that conversation, first of all. And this is a sport in which today you're feeling great and tomorrow you've done your knee. It happens, and you wish that nothing like this happens to Erling Haaland, but the way he plays the game and the way he throws his body around inside the 18-yard box, because of that aggression and that hunger to score goals, he's going to put himself in some tough positions. And there may be some contact that in the end may perhaps be an injury. We don't want it to happen, but I think we're a long way from having the discussion as to him breaking Alan Shearer's records.
That's a heck of a lot of goals to score, Robbo, but you can understand why people are so excited with the start he's had in the Premier League.
Did Ali just talk about going from right up there to right down there? You know, talking about injuries to a great player. Yeah. Let's hope he doesn't get injured. You can see why people are talking about him breaking Alan Shearer's record. He's been magnificent. He's a magnificent striker. He wants to score goals. He's got the technical ability to score goals. He's got the athleticism to score goals. He's playing for a team that's going to give him the chance to score goals as well. So he's got every chance if he stays fit.
But can he beat Shearer?
Probably not. Too many.
Okay.
That's too many goals.
Hold on a second. What? I thought you were selling me in Erling Haaland, then you just agree with me.
Yeah, well, I always agree with you, Ali. You know that. I can never argue with you. You get too aggressive.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to stick with you, Robbo, for the next one. We've been talking about this in the main show. How good is Fede Valverde? Does he go under the radar when it comes to the best midfielders around Europe?
I don't think he goes under the radar at the moment, because Ali was talking about him and I've been talking about him when I've done the commentaries. At the moment, Fede Valverde is a magnificent midfield player, right winger, right wing back. If you want him to play there, he can play off the front. He can play any midfield position. He's got energy. He's seeing a pass now. He's dynamic. He wins the ball back. He's good defensively. He's an outstanding midfield player. You know, I'm not sure he's the sort of player that's going to be technically brilliant when twisting and turning, but he drives past defenders. We saw that with the goal at the weekend against Mallorca. You know, again, he played well tonight. He's an outstanding player and one of the best in the world at the moment.
Well, that's something else that you two agree on then.
Hey,
Frank, what changed Neymar? World Cup or PSG career pressure?
I don't know. Maybe he realized that he had to change something, you know. Otherwise, he will go nowhere. But he's done the job. That's the main thing, you know. The result of his change has been absolutely fantastic. Well, today, I have to say today that I followed the game in the Champions League. For the first half, he came back to the Neymar we don't like. You know, trying to tease the opponents and doing too much, not really focused on his game. And second half, he came back to being simpler, being effective, serving the others and scoring goals. And he's the Neymar that we love and the Neymar we have seen since the beginning of the season. But for the World Cup, what is the second World Cup or PSG career?
What changed him? Was it because the World Cup's coming or the pressure at PSG?
I think it's none of it. I think it's the world pressure of fans, football fans, who made him realize that he had to change because he wasn't the Neymar that we saw. And the criticism that he was under has made him change, you know, maybe his philosophy of life. And yes, the World Cup is upon us. Yes, PSG maybe put some pressure, but I think he's an intelligent player, and he easily saw that his performances weren't the best and weren't the same as he used to be. So he's on his own change the way he was maybe behaving before.
I like the way that Frank used we. The Neymar we don't like and the Neymar that we like.
Yeah.
You could have just said I.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I think, and I hope that it's neither. That it's not the World Cup nor the PSG career pressure. That it's actually, and I know this is naive and it's probably didn't happen in this manner, but ideally, in my mind, it's a quiet moment for Neymar, without none of the noise, without any people around him, that he came to the realization that he's not getting the most out of his talent, and that while he's had a great career, it could be even better, and that it's up to him to make it better, and that in that quiet moment of introspection, of analysis, of objective criticism of himself, he was able to figure out, I can give more and I can do more. That's what I hope had happened. I don't think that's the way it would have happened, but that was my hope. Naive maybe, but hopefully I'm just an optimist. Maybe that's the way Neymar looked at it.
Let's give a little bit of maybe praise to Galtier as well, the coach of PSG. When he came in, he made it quite clear he wasn't gonna stand any nonsense from Neymar. You know, if you don't do what I want, you won't be in the team. And Neymar, for once, hasn't been pandered around. So Galtier has done a very good job with Neymar. There's no doubt about that. And of course, he's had to carry it along as well.
Yeah, but Robo, you're right. But the question is World Cup or PSG career pressure, you know? The thing is, Galtier belongs to PSG.
PSG. Yeah.
So PSG. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go, Frank. You got an answer in the end.
You let him know, Frank. You let him know to answer the questions.
You let him know, yeah. That's the rules here on Extra Time. Robbo, would Thomas Tuchel be a good fit at Juventus?
I think he's a good coach, he's a good manager, but I think we probably know that he won't be going there because they can't afford to sack Allegri and probably can't afford to take on Thomas Tuchel. Allegri's going to be there for a little while because, as I say, they can't sack him at the moment because of money-wise. It's going to be a tough season for Juventus. Hopefully, Thomas Tuchel can find a big club where he can apply his trade again because he's a very good manager and a very good coach.
There's a few questions for you, actually, Robbo. Robbo, going back to Neymar here. Robbo, PSG have been impressive so far. Neymar is playing like the Neymar we used to love. Another we.
Yeah.
Do you think we might finally see... There you go, Frank. Did you send this in? Do you think we might finally see PSG winning the Champions League?
They've got a chance. I don't think they're quite good enough yet. I did them against Juventus last week, where they were brilliant for half an hour, and then started to sit back and allowed Juventus to get back in the game. A very poor Juventus side on the day, and managed to scrape the victory. But they were dominant for 30 minutes. So mentally, I still think they've got a problem. Technically, tactically, I think they're a very good team. They've got a great manager in Galtier. They've got outstanding players. Have they got the mentality? I'm not sure about that, and that's what could stop them winning the Champions League.
Oh, so Robo didn't go on the journey of personal growth that I thought Neymar had gone into as well. Huh? just finding that positive energy. Apparently not.
But it's funny that Kay, it's funny that Stevie during the show like 2 weeks ago asked me what changed at Paris Saint-Germain comparing to the other years. And I say, well, I think they're more consistent. You know, they start from scratch and they finish the game, and they're very good for 90 minutes, especially the M&M is more, they work together, they work more together. And since I said that, I completely see the opposite. And Robbo is right, you know. Against Juventus, they only played 30 minutes. They came back to where they were bad off, meaning the inconsistency of during a game, you know, thinking it's too easy and make it and playing too easily, slap in a sloppy way. So it's funny that it's like Stevie's put a curse on asking me the question. That's Stevie I don't like.
That's Stevie,
That's
isn't it?
Stevie
Who's
we
been
don't like.
running the show, asking his own questions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what last time we worked together,
Yeah, he went
Kay,
rogue.
he apparently now took the role of asking questions. I thought that was your job, but apparently Stevie felt that it was necessary for him to add value to the show.
What's funnier is when you hear him say, you told us today that when you hear Stevie say, I've got a question,
Yes.
you almost cower.
You're like, uh-oh, here we go. What could possibly go wrong here?
But you know what? He's been doing a fine job, I have to say.
Oh, of asking questions?
That was a nice one that he put to Frank. All right, Robbo,
Yeah.
I know you had your eye on a few of the Champions League games tonight, so don't worry if you can't answer the first part of this question. But it's Robbo, how do you evaluate Graham Potter's tactics this game? Can the current Chelsea squad fit his vision of football?
I didn't see the game because I was watching another game, but yes, of course they can. They've got outstanding players. They've got some good technical players. They've got players that I think can adapt to certain positions. He's a manager that wants them to play football. I don't think there's too many Chelsea players that won't want to play football and get on the ball and make things happen. I think as long as they adjust to his sort of slow, sometimes slow tempo, and then going into a quick tempo, there's no problems with Potter being the manager of Chelsea if the players respond to him, which I think they will.
Robo, I don't know if you know this, but you may need a software update. That's what it says on your screen. Come on, Robo.
What do you say?
I thought you were prepared for this.
I'm sure. I'm not sure what the question was there, but certainly I didn't see today's game, so I think he's going to be.
Robbo, in the corner of your screen, it says that your Mac needs a software update, and we're seeing that here.
I still can't hear what you're saying, Kay. Sorry, go on,
Because
say
you
it
need
again.
an update. Your audio must be awful. I thought you were saying at first because I didn't see it. He needs a software update because he needs to watch multiple games at once.
No,
That's what it is, yeah.
no.
See,
no.
all this hard work
Do you
I'm
want to
doing,
explain
that's,
it?
all this hard work I'm doing, that's what it is.
I don't think you're getting this, Robo.
No, I wasn't getting it.
Your computer needs a software update. It is telling you that right
Always
now.
needs a software update. It never goes right. It's never right. You know I'm not technical. You know I'm not technical.
I figured that out.
No, you can't see that.
What button do you have to press?
Ring Stevie. He has all the answers.
I'll
Stevie will
Stevie
figure it out
Nicol,
for
yeah.
you.
Oh, wow. All right.
Reset, Robo. Press the reset button.
There isn't one on it.
Just go to your...
Of course.
I'm not going to... Right. What was better, LA? Cancelo's pass or Haaland's finish?
Robo's computer.
Not at the moment. It needs an update.
I'm gonna say Haaland's finish. The pass was gorgeous, but the pass would be nothing without the finish. And the way that he controlled his body and then controlled the contact and the way he redirected that ball into the goal with such control, high level of difficulty, I'm gonna say the finish.
That was a more positive Haaland answer, wasn't it, Robbo?
Absolutely, yeah. He was straight down the line. Haaland's brilliant, as he's always said. Didn't he once say he prefers Haaland to his own son? I think you remember him saying that a few weeks ago.
That would be Pedri.
That would be Pedri. Please.
Or maybe.
Blasphemy.
Okay,
that
well,
would be Pedri.
He's got two
Imagine,
sons.
I think you'll sell your son for any player by the sound of it.
Well, I do have 2 kids, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Too many by the sound of it.
We're going to have to let you go, Robbo, because you're going to have to go and update your Mac. And
Good luck with that.
thanks so much for being with us, Frank and Alan. Robbo, we might see you next time on Extra Time.
Who knows? Maybe.
Or maybe not, or maybe not.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.